Welcome back to part 4 of the SharePoint Development Training Series. In today's session, we are going to have a look at the SOM or the Server-Side Object Model. We will cover the following topics today: Introduction to Server-Side Object Model, installation, that is what needs to be installed, types of server-side solutions, and the best practices. The demos for the session today are taken from the TechNet Virtual Labs. You can log into this course overview of IT professional features of Microsoft SharePoint Server 2013, and you can start testing your own farm or sandbox solutions. Select this course, click Get Started, and give your live credentials, and then launch the lab. Select the SP machine window from the Machines tab, click Ignite 2015-SP. Select All Programs and launch Visual Studio. For the demo, we'll just launch a new farm solution first. Click New Project. And make sure you select Visual C#. If you like Visual C#, else Visual Basic would do. Select Office or SharePoint and expand that and select SharePoint Solutions. Let's just start off with a simple SharePoint 2013 empty project. So here, if you see, there are two options: deploy as sandbox or deploy as farm. Let's try the farm solution and click Finish. We are not doing any business functionality here. This is just to understand what a farm solution is and what a sandbox solution is. So if you see, a SharePoint project has the features folder created and a package folder created, which contains the package in the form of WSP. So usually when you do any development, you can start debugging by clicking Start and putting your code there. For now, let's just simply deploy to see where this solution goes and stays. The deploy has succeeded. Let's just start the central administration. So over here, we need to click Manage Farm Feature System Settings. Manage Farm Solutions. And your SharePoint project 1.WSP is available here. If you're an administrator, if it is not deployed, you just have to select this and manually deploy. Since this is a farm solution, scroll to the farm level, there's nothing but happening. This is how a farm solution works. Let's just try a sandbox solution now. Going back to Visual Studio, creating an empty SharePoint project. And now I select Deploy as Farm Solution, Sandbox Solution, and click Finish. Now let's deploy this. Okay, the deploy succeeded. Let's go to the site. Click Site Actions, Site Settings, View Solutions under Web Designer Galleries. And your solution is ready. If you want, you can manually upload the solution or activate the feature or deactivate the feature in your site collection level. So coming back to the slide. So what is server-side code? A code that runs on the SharePoint server. They are high-trust solutions deployed mostly in the CAC. SharePoint server-side solutions use Microsoft SharePoint DLL. What is the scope of the project or scope? It can be at the farm level or for a list level or for a site level or at the list item level for the features. And these are the common objects you'll mostly be interacting with. You can access the SP farm or SP server present inside the form, even the SP content database, web application, all of them are coming under the Microsoft or SharePoint or administration namespace. And other than that, the most common ones which you will mostly be working on for your common business requirements is go to the site collection level, that is the SP site for site collection, SP web for a subsite under a site collection, SP list, and SP list item for a particular list item. Regarding the installation, for developing any server-side code, you need to have SharePoint installed. You can either have VM in SharePoint with 2016 and all. You can happily have your own Visual Studio installed and develop app by connecting to the link. Or for server side, you just have to have the server product installed and install Visual Studio and PowerShell, which is more than enough for development purposes. There are two major types of Visual Studio solutions, and all the farm or sandbox solutions are of the form WSP, just as an exe in the Windows package is file is of the form executable. Executable is of the form exe, through which you can install applications. And PowerShell is of the form PS1, which is simple yet extremely powerful way of writing server-side solutions, mostly for automation. Now let's just go to a simple console application where we are just going to manually add a reference to a Microsoft SharePoint DLL and access the site properties of the root web using SPWeb website root. I'm going to open a new project now in Visual Studio and create a console application. In Windows, select console application. Select OK. And next, we're going to add a DLL to Microsoft.SharePoint. Add reference. Browse to the Hive folder. From the path, see Program Files, Common Files, Microsoft Share, Web Server Extensions 15 ISAPI. Select Microsoft.SharePoint DLL and click Add. OK. I just wrote a code to read a site title. Yes, you will most probably get this error because you have to change the project type to support 64. But let's just change that quickly. Go to the project properties and change any CPU to x64. And let's just run the solution. If you see you have to add a reference to Microsoft or SharePoint, all this code is doing is simply reading, opening the w15-sp site and reading the title. Cool. The site title console is displayed. Let's just have a look at the code. So I changed the code a little bit to read the root web and then display the site title. You read the site collection using SP site and then get the SP web using spsite.rootweb and simply display the title using that spweb.title, and that's it. This code is good and working, but is this following the best practices? Actually, no, because you should not use using when you are using spsite or rootweb, because this automatically takes care of discarding the object after the usage. So you should use using statement for codes like this. So a detailed link is found in Microsoft updated. So you should not use this using statement for better code without memory leaks. And let's just go ahead. The coolest, the fastest, and the best way to do, and my most favorite way of developing a server-side object model is the PowerShell. I feel it's just extremely fast. You can access a lot of SharePoint objects with just fast coding. Let's just go to the and show a demo. Launch PowerShell ISE. Right click. Launch ISE as administrator. So here you don't have to worry about installing Visual Studio or adding all these references using. It's just too much work. But in PowerShell, it's just so easy. And there are around 500 commands especially for SharePoint and PowerShell. All you have to do is first add a snap-in, add PS snap-in, Microsoft.SharePoint.PowerShell, and then let's get all the SharePoint commands. Let's try that. Hyphen star sp star, and we'll just let's try this. So all the SharePoint command, let's begin with the term sp. So if you see there are so many commands, let's just stop this. So let's just try how to get a simple web application and a site collection. Let's get -sp web application. This will list all the web applications. Oh, sorry, I did something else. Control C. Get -sp web application. If you want a particular URL, you can give -identity. Let's just display all the web applications. There are millions, there's just so millions of business requirements which can be met with this PowerShell. If you have a SharePoint server box, if you want to do any reporting or just gather some data for a specific simple requirements for automation, or PowerShell can be a very useful tool to just monitor the data and get the results quickly. So let's just go back to the slide. So the last is the best practices. Make it a practice to always rename all the features and try to use a tool called SP Dispose Check, which will take care of the memory leak. And there are many projects types which can be done in SharePoint, like you can develop a workflow or create the list or create content types, site columns, which are scoped at the site collection level, and which can be covered in later sessions in detail if needed. So for now, this is the covering the very basics of SharePoint development using server-side object model. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.